Good morning and welcome student of class 7. We have already discussed what is ratio and few problems on the previous class also. So, problem number 1, 2 and 3 most probably already done in the previous class. Page number 30, let us work out 2.2. These all are very easy sum, I think. That's so exercise 2.2. So today we start problem number 4. I read out the problem first. Out of 100 runs, Rita could do 60. Out of 100 sums, Rita could do 60 sums correctly. Out of 80 of those sums, Binoy could do 50 sums correctly. Let's express them in ratio to find who got more sums correctly. I repeat the problem again. Out of 100 sums, Rita could do 60 sums correctly. Out of 80 of those sums, Binoy could do 50 sums correctly. Let's express them in the ratio to find who got more sums correctly. So, Rita do 60 sums correctly out of, so number of sums for Rita, question number 4. Number of sums of Rita. Total numbers is given 100 and number of correct sums. Of Rita obviously is given 60. So ratio of correct to the total. Ratio of correct and total, ratio of the sums. Correct is to total is given, correct sum 60 and this is 100. So ratio is first dividing by 10, 6 is to 10, then dividing by 2 also, it can be written as 3 is to 5. And number of sums given to Binoy. Is 80 and Binoy do correct how many? 50 sums. Number of correct sum obviously Binoy is 50. Therefore, the ratio of sums correct is to total. $50 is to 80, dividing by 10 we get 5 is to 8. Now which ratio is greater, 3 is to 5 or 5 is to 8? We have to find out which ratio is greater, 3 is to 5 or 5 is to 8. That 3 is to 5 means is nothing but 3 by 5 and this is 5 by 8. Which one is greater? So if we express these two in same denominator, then it is very easy to calculate which one is greater. So we have to find out the LCM of 5 and 8. LCM of 5 and 8 is very easy, nothing but 40. So convert is multiplied by 8 both numerator and denominator, then we get 24 by 40, and this fraction multiplied with 5 both numerator and also denominator, we get 25 by 40. So which one is greater, 25 by 40 or 24 by 40? Obviously 25 by 40 is greater. Now since 5 by 8, this is nothing but 25 by 40 is greater than 24 by 40, that is 3 by 5. So the question, who got more sums correctly? Obviously the second one, that means Binoy. Since 5 by 8 is greater than 3 by 5, 5 by 8 is greater than 3 by 5, so Binoy got more sums correctly. Therefore, Binoy got more sums correctly. Is it clear? I repeat once again from the question. Out of 100 sums, Rita could do 60 sums, and out of 80 of those sums, Binoy could do 50 sums correctly. Let's express them in ratio to find who got more sums correctly. So number of sums given to Rita is 100 and Rita answered correct is 60. So ratio of correct is to total, correct answer is to total question is 60 is to 100, or it can be written as 3 is to 5. And number of sums tried by Binoy is 80, and correct sum, number of sums correct by Binoy is 50. So ratio of correct is to total is 50 is to 80, that means 5 is to 8. Now from these two ratio, one is 5 is to 3 and other is, and 5 is to 8, we have to find out which one is greater ratio. That means 5 by 3 and 5 by 8, which one is greater? After simplification, we get 5 by 8 is greater than 3 by 5. It is written in the board. Since 5 by 8 is greater than, you have to do also, you have to show this also. 5 by 8 is greater than 3 by 5, so Binoy got more sums correctly. Now it's clear. Okay? Next, another problem, question number 6. Question number 5 as your classwork. Question number 5 as your classwork. We start question number 6. Read out the question first. The ratio of the cost of two houses is 4 is to 3. And the cost of the second house is rupees 4,20,000. Let's find the cost of the first house also. And the second part, if the cost price of the first house was more than 70,000, then let's find the ratio of their cost. So first we have to find out the cost price of the first house, and ratio are given. The ratio of the cost, ratio of cost price, ratio of the cost price of two houses is 4 is to 3. Therefore, let the cost price of two houses, in this case we use algebra, then it is very easy to calculate. If we use algebra, let the cost price of two houses B 4x and 3x. Obviously rupees. 4x and 3x respectively. Okay. This means respectively, not in full form. So it is given that the ratio of the cost price of the second house is rupees 4,20,000. It is given. By our assumption, cost price of second house is 3x. Cost price of second house is 3x, and it is given that it is 4,20,000. So 3x nothing but equals to that things. So we can write now if we dividing both sides by 3, if we dividing both sides by 3, then we get x. So 4 2 by 3, 3 cancel out, this by 3, 14. 3 14 is 42. So x is equal to 1 4, sorry. Okay. Therefore, cost price is given. The first house is 4x, that means 4 into x. So, therefore, the cost price of first house, rupees 4 into 1,40,000. That is rupees 5,60,000. 5,60,000. The cost price of the first house. Now, in the second part of the problem, if the cost price of the first house was more than 70,000, second part of the problem, cost price of the first house more than 70,000. If cost price of first house was 70,000 more, then the cost price will be how much? This is the cost price, 5,60,000 plus that things, that means 5 6 plus 70,000. That is equals to 6,30,000. 6,30,000. Then we have to find out the ratio of the cost. $70,000. It's okay. Therefore, ratio of the cost price. $6,30,000 is to the cost price of the second house is 4,20,000. First dividing by 10,000, we get 63 is to 42. This again write in simplified form, dividing by 7. If we dividing by 7, then it is 7, that is 9 is to 6. Again dividing by 3, then we get 3 is to 2. Is it? That is 3 is to 2. It's okay. This is question number 6. Is it clear to all of you? I think it is clear to both, all. Very easy. First find the cost price is given, or if you use arithmetic, so no problem at all. From the ratio we can also find the cost price of the second one. This is nothing but we have to find out the in this way also. If you use arithmetic, no problem at all. That means from this we have to find this ratio is 4 is to 3. We can find the number. It is second house given 4 to you have to find out this. Very easy to calculate. If we multiply both by 14, 1,40,000. If we multiply both numerator denominator by 1,40,000, then we get this portion also. 4 by 3 is ratio. We have to convert this ratio in this. We have to find out this number. This is the cost price of the first house. If you do it in by arithmetic also or use algebra, no problem at all. Both are correct. You read algebra in class 6 from class 6, so no problem if you use algebraic method. Or in this way also you can find also 4 by 3 is equal to how much by 4,20,000. That means we have to find out this number. This number is nothing but in this way also this question mark. Question mark is 4 into 4240 by 3. Then it is 14. So question mark is nothing but 4 into 50. That means 56. 5,60,000. 5,60,000. You can do in this way also. Follow any one of the method, so no problem at all. That's all. Next, in this page, another problem, question number 7 as your class work also, 5 and 7. Do solve these two problems and send it to me. Okay. Now we start the next exercise 2.3, question number 1. Last year, the ratio of literate and illiterate people of Raskundo village was 4:1. If the population of the village is 6,550, let's find the number of literate and illiterate people. Okay, so total number of people of Raskundo is 6,550. and the ratio of literate and illiterate. The ratio of literate and illiterate. Is how much? 4:1. So, in this case, proportional parts of literate and proportional part of illiterate. If we find the proportional part four by 5 part is literate and proportional part of illiterate. One by 5. Therefore, literate people number of illiterate people অবশ্যই total people multiplied by proportional part. Total number of people is 6550 and the number of illiterate proportional part is 1 by 5 multiplied with total. Or you can find other way also, find the number of illiterate people and subtract this number from the total number, we get also illiterate. In this way we can also find this. So calculate yourself and find the number. This for you. Calculate yourself, it is very easy, dividing by 5 and then multiplying, dividing by 5 and then multiplying. Okay. You can very easily find it. Okay. Then find, calculate yourself. Next question number 2 of the same exercise. If rupees 640 is divided between Bishu and Aparna in the ratio of 5:3, let's find how much each would get. Number 2, I repeat once again. If rupees 640 divided between Bishu and Aparna in ratio 5:3, find how much each would get. So it is given rupees 640 is divided between Bishu and Aparna in the ratio of 5:3. So proportional part of Bishu is equal to first Bishu 5 by 8. Total 5 plus 3, that is 8, 5 by 8, and proportional part of Aparna is 3 by 8. Therefore, Bishu got rupees 640 multiplied with proportional part 5 by 8 rupees 400, and Aparna same things, 640 3 by 8 rupees 240, or you can find in this way also 640 minus 400, sorry, then we get also 240 in this way also. Or this problem can be you solve by algebraically also. So if we use algebra, then it is very easy. Another way, just if you use this way, I do it. Previous problem also you can use algebra. Since the ratio is given, so Bishu and Aparna get, let Bishu and Aparna get rupees 5x and 3x respectively. Why? Since their ratio of the ratio is given 5:3, so if Bishu get rupees 5x, then Aparna get rupees 3x. Since the ratio is given 5x and 5:3, so if Bishu get rupees 5x, then Aparna get rupees 3x, where x is non-zero constant. So by the problem, total amount 8x, obviously why? Bishu get rupees 5x and Aparna get rupees 3x, so we have to add these two. That means total money 8x, and this is nothing but total money is given 640. From this we can find x is equal to, if we dividing both sides by 8, then we get x is equal to 80. So amount of Bishu is equal to 5 into 80, obviously rupees 400, and amount of another person, Aparna, is rupees 3 into 80, that means rupees 240. Okay, you can use this formula also, this form also. From next class we start problem number 3, etc., and the classwork from the previous exercise is given. You solve these two problems 5 and 7 in the previous exercise and send it to me. My WhatsApp number is known to all of you, so send it to me in my number. Try to solve and send it to me. Okay, it's clear? Okay, thank you. That's all for today.